Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, I am very excited to finally be continuing my series of Ninjago SHATTERSPIN comic reviews by taking a look at issue number 2 of the SHATTERSPIN comic series. Yes, issue 2 is finally out after several delays since the first issue dropped about 2 months ago. We finally have issue 2, and if you are curious as to where you can find issue 2 of the SHATTERSPIN comic, I bought my copy digitally on Amazon. I know there are some pirated versions floating around the community. However, it is always important to support these comics officially because they are really great and I would love to see more of them in the future. So once again, I bought my copy digitally on Amazon. Now, in terms of issue number 2, there are quite a few things revealed here that I physically cannot break down in just this one review. So like I did with issue number 1, expect a follow-up video very soon breaking down all of the spoilers regarding issue number 2. But for now, let's talk about the general overview of this issue. First of all, it continues a lot of what I loved from SHATTERSPIN issue 1, including establishing new lore for the Ninjago series. Again, this comic is canon, and a lot of this does tie into what we see in Dragon's Rising Season 2, especially with the Forbidden 5, the Wolf Clan, the wildness, all of that good stuff. And like issue 1, issue 2 expands on those subjects quite a bit, but I feel like that is definitely a strength of issue number 2, and also the SHATTERSPIN comic just in general. The history established here, the new storylines, they all make sense, and they are all super intriguing. I really hope the show adopts a lot of these. We also have some amazing new characters that I would love to see in the show. Hopefully these characters are not comic exclusives either, but we have a new character called Lord Argus, who we actually met in a previous issue, albeit in a different form. And we have Zayden Kane. They are another antagonist, and they look terrifying. Can't wait to see more of what they are all about. You know, outside of information dumps and flashbacks, they feel like they have the potential to be one of the more intimidating Ninjago villains out there. Can't wait to see what more they do in the future of this comic series. I also enjoyed how this issue touched on Garmadon's relationship with what will be his future students, the group of 5 kids that he finds in the wildness. Together they ward off the Lycan King in a very well-drawn action sequence, and it is hinted that perhaps there is more going on with these characters than what they appear. In fact, there is something that is mentioned here that I will get into more in my breakdown video that has me super intrigued regarding the storylines of these characters, and again, their relationship with Garmadon. Speaking of Garmadon, there are some new developments with him, and his characterization is still wonderful. This is still the same Garmadon that we recognize from the show, from the other Garmadon comic series, and of course from SHATTERSPIN issue 1. In this time period especially, Garmadon's character is rather intriguing. This issue takes full advantage of that, and again, characterizes Garmadon extremely well. Like I said, there are some developments with Garmadon, including with SHATTERSPIN. Garmadon does use SHATTERSPIN in this issue. It does look a little bit different from what we are used to seeing SHATTERSPIN look like in the context of Dragon's Rising, but there's a reason for that, and I'm sure that will be elaborated on more later in upcoming issues, and I will be touching on this more again in my more spoiler-heavy breakdown video. But long story short, Garmadon does use SHATTERSPIN. It's a pretty big moment here, so good for Garmadon. Loved seeing that play out. And like I said, the action sequence with the Lycan King is drawn extremely well. I love the Lycan King as a character design. I think his design is amazing. And we do learn more about his tragic backstory, including the wildness and a curse that he accidentally put on the entire realm. But like I said, the action sequences are drawn really well, and the art style is still amazing. I love this art style for Ninjago, and it continues to be awesome in issue 2. Now, I understand that it might sound like this issue has a lot of setup, and in a lot of ways it does. There are several new characters, several new plot points that are touched on here that will carry into other issues. At the same time, this issue is still a lot of fun to read on its own. It doesn't feel like it's just all setup and all build up. It has its own narrative, its own storyline, while being a part of a grander tale. I do think that issue 2 was worth the very long wait. Here's hoping that the gap between this issue and issue 3 is not as long as it was between issues 1 and 2. Like I said, feel free to check out this comic if you would like. I bought my copy digitally on Amazon, and be sure to stick around. I will be posting very soon, within the next couple of days or so, a full-on breakdown of all of the new lore established in this issue, because there is quite a bit. We are going to be talking about quite a few things in that video, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, feel free to leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments. If you have read issue 2 of SHATTERSPIN, what exactly do you think about it? And hopefully you are enjoying SHATTERSPIN as much as I am. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.